I'm starting right now.
Luke, do you have a pick? Not now, but maybe
Oh,
you
yeah,
do have a
have
pick
you
this time, so I don't have to think of one.
Yes, I have
Okay.
a pick.
Right.
Okay.
I've been deciding between 3.
Ooh.
Okay, not now.
I think I have them.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You watched this movie today, Kelly?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you always watch it right beforehand?
I like it.
Yes, because I was gonna watch it last night and then I fell asleep at 9.
Nice.
Oh, that
So
sounds
I've been
nice,
having
honestly.
to. Yeah. Not for me. I prefer staying up till 3.
Staying up till 3, it just feels like you have so much time. Like, you feel better in the morning if you go to bed at, like, 9. But, like, there's something about staying up late that just feels so
It
nice.
really,
I-
yeah, I prefer
I have a
it.
question. Okay, so you guys
Yeah.
prefer staying up late. Matt, do you prefer staying up late or waking up early?
I want to go to bed early and get up early.
Ah,
But
you're
not-
old.
Wish I could wake up early. Like, I
Dude.
wish I could wake up when the sun rises.
Well,
Not during
I
summer, 'cause
think-
that's too early. But
I
like,
think, like, me, Matt, and you, Luke, need more sleep than Mark. Like, some
I-
people just need
sure.
more sleep.
Hey, I
And
I
we
need
need
do.
a lot, and I hate that. I hate that I need it.
I consistently on the weekends go off, like, 5 hours. Like,
Ooh.
that's
Yeah,
just my
I don't understand that, and I'm
consistency.
so jealous of you.
I do
I know.
take like naps. Like I feel like I've been needing more naps because of it, but like still consistently I'll go to bed like 2, 3, wake up at 8.
I also, yeah. How long does it take you guys to fall asleep?
Zero,
Forever.
I know it's
zero
forever.
amounts of time. I
Zero?
hit
Yeah,
the
like-
pillow. If I choose to go to bed, I just
Yeah.
fall asleep.
You, Matt?
I fucking hate you.
It takes
Man.
it takes me probably like 2 to 5 minutes max.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
I'm out.
Yeah.
Katie
There
can
are times-
attest. I am
Luke,
out
we have
so
to kill
fast.
them.
There were times in college it took me 2.5 hours.
Yes.
Oh no.
Take some melatonin.
No,
staring
it
into
took
nothing.
all night.
So-
Sometimes it takes all
I had to
night.
go
Don't-
eat Special K. And the eating actually made me fall asleep.
It does. Sometimes it settles. Sometimes you just know. Like sometimes I'm like, I need something, and then I'll crash. Sorry, Matt, you were gonna talk.
You need a vitamin Special K. You have a deficiency.
Yes.
I have had nights like that before, but it's not
Like
the
Christmas Eve?
usual. Yeah, like
Well,
Christmas
Christmas
Eve, where you're so excited, and you
1
have
hour of sleep.
Luke and I won't shut up with each other, and we keep laughing, and it's so loud.
Just like Luke and fucking Tony.
Yes.
Luke, do you get like where you're focused so hard on the fact that you can't
Yes.
sleep
Yes, you
and
have
the sleep
to-
that you're
guys, you
losing that
have
you
to.
makes you stay up? I can't, Mark.
But it's
I
also,
can't.
like,
If I could, I would.
When I sleep, that's when all like the
It comes back.
ruminations come, and I'm like, oh man, what does that mean? Oh, what does this mean?
Yeah.
It's not in the shower. Like I've
Hmm.
heard, like some people, that's when all
My
their thoughts
mind
come
is-
in. It's right when my head hits the pillow, and I'm like, oh,
Ah.
what about this? Oh,
Yeah.
this could be a good idea. Oh, that was really cool in this book, and then I just start thinking about all that.
So guys, you're gonna hate me even more for me because I've been actually like, oh, I want to watch an episode of stuff. I've been having trouble staying up. Like I just like am
Yeah.
Well,
like
you have because you can't watch movies with the light
yes,
off anymore.
yeah, I know. I'm becoming old too.
You
You
are.
I know it was crazy that I decided to watch Clueless with the light off
Yes.
because
Yes.
it was late, and I did it anyway.
Guys, getting old is so underrated. Like I love going to sleep.
Yeah.
So like, okay, I don't.
I support that.
I don't get up crazy.
Aging is
early,
wonderful.
right?
It's
I get up.
awesome.
I have to get up at like 6:30 if I'm going into work. But on a normal day, I get up between like 7 and 7:30. But we go to sleep
Put your hand
between
up,
like
Make it refocus.
11 and 12, and it's so nice. Get like 7-8 hours of sleep. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
That's just
Well,
a
I guess
joke,
it
Matt.
used to not be
And my sense of-
as easy for me to fall asleep. It got easier after I went on medication because
Oh, okay.
without the anxiety and brain ADHD, like I just kind of can like, but like in college, it was really hard for me to fall asleep always. So I don't know.
I
It's
have
not
another
directly
question.
correlated, but it does definitely help.
It's pretty correlated. I feel. What's
I
up?
have another question. If you guys were to have one day off a week,
Ooh.
just one, would it be better for you to just take that day to do nothing, or have to have something big for yourself that one day?
Because
Personally,
it's one day.
'Cause
I need that day to do nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Same.
feel like that is my thing. Is
Nothing.
What?
Just to
Nothing.
would be to stay home, I guess, because I don't know what else. Go on a hike. That would be my big thing.
Yeah.
I have.
what do you?
Sorry, I have to have a day like that. So if we were busy on both like weekend days, like I have trouble the next week.
Yeah.
I feel burned.
Yeah.
Like I have to have a day of doing nothing.
But if you
Oh,
had one day off
I
a
would
week
still
like I
do it.
do,
I would still.
Yes,
do
I
nothing.
need-
Yeah.
I need a party.
Oh.
I need to fucking lose my mind sometimes.
Okay.
This is
I
called
see what you're saying.
extroversion, and me and Matt have introversion.
Well,
I
because
think.
it just feels like if I don't do anything, it
Yeah.
feels like I've wasted my one day
Oh,
off.
okay.
that happens when you start
I get
working.
that, yeah.
When you start working
Yeah,
like
yeah.
full time, it gets worse like that, where you just feel like this is my only time off, and this is what I'm doing. I'm wasting my time. But you have to. It's like it's hard to get out of that because that's how it is at
Yeah.
first. For me, is like 2 days of no homework and doing nothing, and then I got used to it, and now that's what I look forward to. But it is really
Yeah.
weird at first.
I agree. Sometimes there are times though where it's like you need to, for like a full weekend, where like we have to get out of the house, even if it's just walking to the mailbox. I need to be in the sun, or I'm gonna lose my mind a little bit. Yeah.
Well, because then it just feels like my entire life is at work.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Especially
it'll
in 6 days. That's
It's 6
that
days.
is true.
And
It gets a
sometimes-
little easier, I think. I would say.
Maybe do stuff for half the day and then relax for the back half of the day.
Yeah. That's you know what. That's a good because like I
You're
kind of
trying
do
to
that.
plan it out, and that's stressing me out.
Oh.
as well.
Yeah, just do whatever
think-
it's like makes you happy because like
Thanks.
well
No,
I know,
no,
I just think that, like-
no, thanks, guys.
on Saturdays, like I try to get all like the grocery shopping and stuff done like before noon, so afterwards I can just be like, boom, done.
2 thumbs
I-
down
with
from
me-
me.
with the weekends, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, I don't want to save my groceries, so I've been doing it like Mondays. Like when I'm
Nice.
really tired from work, it's like it's already been a work day. I'll go and hate my life at the grocery store and then come back.
Nice.
That's good.
I like
In
it.
college, I would just go when I needed
Yeah.
something, and it made
Yeah,
10 times as many trips, but it was better for me to just go quick and
I
not
get
hopefully not get kidnapped at the intersection.
We're
Target.
starting to become a little older and do a little bit more at Costco
yeah.
to have
I've never
like
been in a
less,
Costco.
less. It's
Me either.
awful.
Never
It's
been in.
awful.
It's
It's
not,
huge, isn't it?
Yes, but
It's
like,
like
oh
house,
my
but it's
god,
so
like
packed.
they
Like
huge, but it's
as
always
scared
packed.
okay,
as how
parking
big
lot,
Walmart is.
parking lot, worst parking lot
Yes,
of all
by
time.
far
You
the
feel
worst
like you're gonna
parking lot, by
crash.
far.
Like you might as well just park on the other side
The park,
of
these
complex.
lots are this narrow.
Yes,
I've never.
and
I actually
they're-
have driven in a Costco parking lot.
Guys,
And it was horrible.
the worst collective of common sense of people is at Costco, 100%. Like like everyone's swerving in front of each, like not looking at all for anybody. The drivers are terrible. I almost had 3 accidents from the past month of going there. Like it's awful.
I
But
think
They're
all
pizza.
you
three
buy it
of
in
you
bulk.
guys. I think all 3 of you guys would get overwhelmed at a Bucky's.
Oh,
Bro,
absolutely.
yeah,
I wouldn't know what to
probably.
do in a
I
Buc-ee's.
experience, Mark. I think you would lose your mind.
Yeah.
if
Got a
Costco's
Bass
too
Pro
much for you.
Shops.
Well, honestly, I would
Oh.
be. I actually, before I felt a little bit better, I did not go, even though I had a membership. It would be like once every like 6 months, and we barely started going. But like, I've been a lot better about like, oh, let's just deal with it because I don't really feel super overwhelmed anymore. It's just kind of like, oh, this sucks. Nobody knows what's going on, and everyone's like crashing into each other. The lanes are not big enough for everyone's huge fucking carts. And I'm just like, oh my god. So I'm more just annoyed than overstimulated, which is better.
Yeah, progress.
It's something.
It's in the right direction.
Yeah. All right, we got to do some recaps.
Oh yes.
Kelly,
How
we're
long
gonna.
have we-
Kelly,
Wait,
we're
wait,
gonna
wait.
start
How
with
long have we been recording?
8 minutes. I said I was starting.
I don't know what's on there.
You're good.
You said we were
keeping-
starting?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
It was after all of.
I don't listen.
It was after all of the stuff.
Shut the fuck up!
The stuff!
You're starting with me. You're starting with me.
Yeah, Luke's,
Yes.
Luke's
Yes.
done with it already.
I have one movie, and that's Clueless, which I finished less than an hour ago.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Shows. It's just I finished Interview with the Vampire again with Mom and Dad.
Nice.
And I got them. I really got
Yeah,
them.
you got
Even
them.
Dad, I got them,
Yeah.
and especially Mom. Mom loved it, and she's planning on reading the book. And I just keep talking with her about it, and I'm like, yes, read the book so I can talk even more with you about it because I have way too many things to say. So that made me really, really happy, and so now we're rewatching What We Do in the Shadows.
Nice.
God, perfect.
Yeah.
For the
Mwah.
new season that's coming out in October.
October.
The new season's coming in October.
The
I
last
think
season.
so.
Last season.
Last season.
Yeah.
Matt, I like your shirt.
Oh,
By
thank you.
The way.
We found it at a Goodwill last weekend.
It's
You,
very
just like,
Oh,
you like
yeah,
the tree,
dude.
huh, Luke?
I like
Yeah,
the
I
tree.
like the tree.
October.
That's why I go with that tree.
Thanks.
October 21st.
Nice. That's our
Whoa.
anniversary. How fitting.
Whoa. And I think the
Yes.
first 3 episodes get released.
Oh,
I know what you
blessed
guys are
us.
doing for
Yeah.
your anniversary.
I know.
I think that's the only show update. I swear, I think for the past like 3 or 4 months, there is yet to be one of my updates where interview is not included,
Mhm.
and I'm still going because although I haven't read any more of the Vampire Lestat, I did something illegal in book world, which is I skipped ahead. I'm still gonna read it, I swear, but I also just read 1 chapter
Oh.
of Queen of the Damned.
For some
Oh,
reason when
you
you
know.
said that, I was like, you skipped forward in the book?
Yeah, I
was
also
like,
thought that. I thought you
No!
like.
What?
No, I
I
thought
was
what
like, oh,
Kelly
that's
said.
well, cause yeah, okay. I was like,
And
oh, whoa,
I
that's crazy.
will. And I'm not, and I just wanted to see for myself this 1 chapter, and I read it twice.
No,
Nice.
did you read the Devil's Minion? You skipped forward to read the Devil's Minion. That
because
chapter is
Luke,
crazy, I guess.
because Luke, people weren't kidding. She put fucking crack in that chapter. I felt so compelled in my life, and I've read it twice. And the second you get down here, you know I'm explaining it all to you.
Yes.
And that's all I'll read of the book. Maybe I'll read that chapter again, but I will continue reading the Vampire Lestat. It was taking too long for me to get there, and I needed to see it for myself. And holy shit.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to get to that chapter again when I get there. Oh, and then last thing is what? Oh.
Nothing. My camera is being like, how?
I think
Talking
it's
to
something
mine,
with your
it's like,
lighting.
I don't want to fix that.
Okay, last thing is that I have a song,
Sorry.
another song that I've been playing on repeat. Like, whenever I get in the car, that's the only song that plays. I just play it over and over again, you know, like when you get that song.
Yeah.
When you
Thrift
find...
shop.
It's a good joke.
Like, that
That's
was
a
a
good
good one. Top tier. That's an S tier joke.
Thanks, thank you.
What song is it?
It's called So Damn Dangerous by Day Matrona, is I think how you say the band.
Okay.
But that's my new obsession song.
What like type of music we talking here?
I'd say rock.
EDM.
But I mean, is it like newer? Is it old?
Oh, it's new. From
New rock.
2024.
Oh, nice.
And that's it.
Nice.
Also,
Would I
guess
like
what's on my
them?
socks?
That's how I.
Try 'em.
Ooh.
Mm.
What's on her socks? Clint Eastwood.
They're Irish. Ooh, I would.
Yeah, I know you would. That's why I felt it.
I would. Like from
You-
what?
Like fistful of
Like
dollars.
one old and one young.
Ooh,
Yeah,
one from.
I like
That would be
I was gonna
sick.
say one from
Million?
Gran Torino, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Exactly. you can be
I want cowboy him and just
Yeah.
like him as an old man.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it? Gerald from Hey Arnold.
Ooh, that's a great guess.
It's Mr.
No,
Krabs.
no.
Ooh.
But you've all get yeah.
Hannibal Buress.
Yeah.
If I had one of Hannibal
Mine
Buress
are,
and
I'm
one
just
of
guessing
Eric,
real people at this point.
definitely.
One on each foot,
Clint
yes.
Eastwood
Clint-
or okay, no, it's The Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, nice, nice,
It's just the first.
Same song.
Yeah, it's just the first.
Yes.
You can't even
Nice.
fucking see it. The
nice.
first ones that I dug out of there, but yeah.
Nice.
Okay, next person. My recaps are getting shorter and shorter.
I know, it's crazy.
We did only have 3 days.
That is
Oh,
true.
that's
3 days
true.
and you're working woman.
I'm a working woman.
Working for a living.
Working woman.
Matt, you go.
I go. I haven't really been reading a lot. I forgot to mention last time that we got this like little used tablet.
Hold on, Luke.
And with it,
You keep going. Luke, I'll
okay. With it came this free Kindle trial And so I've been reading Hell House by Richard Matheson a little bit in that. And it's pretty cool so far. It's older, and you can definitely tell it seems like it was an influence on The Shining a little bit, it seems.
Interesting.
Partly because the
Nice.
blurb at the beginning is from Stephen King, who called it one of
Ah.
the best haunted house novels of all time. It came out like 5 or 6 years, I think, before The Shining did too. And I was
Wow,
like,
okay.
it's not like so much like it that you're like, what? But you can tell elements where it's like, I feel like you plucked
Okay.
that out of here,
Or were
So-
inspired.
or is inspired.
put-
Yeah.
I'll put that on my list along with House of Leaves.
Oh,
That I discovered
yes.
because of
yeah,
you.
you would
Um,
like that.
I have it sitting
Luke.
on my counter right now.
I didn't know what it was until I saw it on your pile, and I was like, oh,
Yes, you
What?
did. I told you about it before.
you did?
I have. You don't
Hmm.
listen to me.
I do. I listened to you about the entirety
About
of
the
this
worst.
history. And
You read it multiple times yourself.
No. And I remembered everything, then read it, and then it became
You
my
read
favorite
it
book.
twice.
Anyway, I've only read like 2 or 3 chapters, but so far so good. I just have not been reading a lot, so. The only movie that we watched, or that I watched, was Clueless, because it has only been 4 days, I guess. And then for TV, Katie and I have not restarted, but picked up where we left off with
Lost.
Glee.
Nice.
Wait. Oh my god, what season?
So we're just at the end of season 2. We got a couple episodes left. This show
Yep.
contains multitudes. I have
Yes,
no idea how
yes.
to pinpoint this show.
No.
Yes.
Because
You can't feel any certain way about it. Like, if you feel
You
one way,
almost
that's
have
wrong.
to
You feel the other way, it's
experience
wrong.
Glee.
Yes.
there was one episode where I was like, that might have been one of the worst lines of dialogue I've ever heard.
But
and then
it's
the,
incredible.
it is. And the next episode literally had both of us crying. I
Yeah.
was like,
it grilled cheeses?
no, it was like crying because it was actually sweet and really well done and like sad. Like I was like, this show is keeping me on my toes.
Mm-hmm.
And then like there's always moments where it seems they almost turn to the camera and are like, here's your public service announcement for this after school
Yes.
special.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
so funny every time they do it.
They do
Have
that,
you-
but then the ethics of all of
The ethics are
not there.
Or shaky
That's
at
what makes it
best, yeah.
good. It's what makes it good.
No. Like the ethics
Why
of
would you
like
want-
like what's her name? Sue.
Uh,
The ethics. I was combining Schuster, like Sue and Will Schuster. So like the ethics of her, funny. Ethics of him, awful.
Bad. Yes, I agree.
what I will say is, at least in season 2, Sue has fallen a little flat for us.
Interesting.
Like,
No, fuck you. How
Yeah.
fucking dare you?
I am just waiting for the moment when she dresses like Nicki Minaj, because that part
Okay.
is so funny. But some of her one-liners are like
They're
were like,
offensive, and it's good.
"Boo." But like, some of them I was like, be offensive, be a little better written about it though, you know.
What are you gonna do?
But most of the it's very fun to watch.
You've gotten to the part where Mr. Schuster says, "You're all minorities. You're in the Glee Club, right?"
Yeah,
Because I
that's
swear
season
that
one.
was
I
like
think
season
that's
1 or something.
So
I've seen that
it's been
part.
Luke, who's never seen it, he legitimately, and it's genuine. That's a
Well,
genuine
yeah,
line.
it's
Yes.
Will Schuster. Of course, it's genuine.
You're all minorities. You're in the
Creepiest man.
Glee Club.
ever walked the earth. We probably did hear that part, but it was so long ago because we just picked it back up. We were forgetting characters' names. We're like, what the hell are the dynamics? It's been like a year and a half since we last watched it. We're like, I don't know what's going on.
You're
We're
not
figuring
ready.
it out.
Once you get the end of 3, Matt, it gets hard to watch. So, like, I like
we'll
3.
enjoy it for what it
It's
is.
4 onward. I still haven't seen the last 3 episodes of the show. And I watched
You know
it how
what?
long ago?
You know what though? They had an episode where they did a bunch of songs from the Rumors album, and we were like,
Yeah.
hell yes!
Yeah.
Like, it was a great episode.
Matt,
They have some
Um,
bangers.
They taught both of us about a Joan Jett
Love.
song we had never heard of, and I was like, this show has some bangers sometimes. And
It
then they
does.
do some things where we're kind of like zoned out.
You're not
and just kind of
ready.
waiting for
The
it to go.
songs get
Mhm.
so questionable 4 onwards.
Can't wait. But no, genuinely, it's been a lot of fun. Speaking of a lot of fun, I also finished season 1 of Flight of the Conchords and the first episode of season 2. This show there's no way I'm not gonna rewatch this show so many times.
Hmm.
We gotta
Is it
watch-
like Kiwi Peep Show?
Yeah, I was gonna say not the same level. It's
Pee-wee.
kind of right because
Kiwi, New Zealand, Luke.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I heard Kiwi, but I also heard Pee Wee.
I heard
and was
Pee
like,
Wee as well, and I was like,
Sorry.
Pee Wee football?
Yeah.
Kelly, I heard Kiwi.
Thank you.
Yes, kind of, right? I was gonna say, the best dynamic duos in TV: Sean and Gus, Jez and Mark,
Mm-hmm.
and then these
Deb.
two, which I'm not even gonna give you their names.
Oh,
Oh, not for any reason. I just don't want to spoil anything. And also, I
No,
blanked
that's why
on
I'm
their
saying,
names
oh
for a
god.
second.
Oh, okay. See, okay. Like their names were a fucking spoiler.
No,
Are they?
it's literally just their names in real life. It's
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's Brett and Jermaine. I just
Yeah.
forgot Brett's
You
name
just
for a
forgot their
second.
names.
We know Jermaine, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Brett, he is so good. He's just, I won't even.
Yeah,
I think all
I'll
of you
have
would
to
really
watch it
like it.
soon.
I think mom and dad might like it too. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
After what we do in the shadows.
I think to be,
That might be good.
an easy transition into it.
Yeah.
And then Interview with a Vampire. I've only seen the first 2 episodes of season 2, but both good. Can't wait for more.
Oh man.
And I think that's about it. I think that's it. Who's next?
Luke.
I watched Alien Cubed with Mark, and then watched Clueless, and I'm reading 11/22/63,
Whoa.
and I really, really like it, and that is all.
Nice. Good
Wow.
show. Good
Official.
book.
Yeah, we didn't watch any shows together.
Very
this
good.
week.
Not even Eric Andre?
No.
No, Eric Andre.
Wow.
Because
No, we-
after Alien Cubed, we watched Clueless.
Yeah, that was the
So,
palate cleanser, so then we
yeah.
didn't need a palate cleanser for Eric Andre show. Typically we do
Worth it.
before we go to bed because we watch
Is
something
Eric
super
Andre
dark.
show the palate cleanser?
Yes.
Or do you
Yes,
need
it is.
No, like we watched
Interesting.
Civil War. You want to go to bed after that? No, watch Eric Andre show.
No,
Okay.
you want to watch Eric Andre.
Immediately after. The vibes are so weird after you. Okay, well, I think mine's the same as Luke. Did I watch anything other than you that you know of? Oh, I watched Ghostbusters Frozen
Yes.
Empire.
Oh, yeah?
Weird movie. Weird. Not bad. Bad. It's so weird. Like it's just kind of like a bunch of setup and a bunch of characters, which is I know that already the criticism of it. But like my problem isn't the amount of characters; it's that with all the storylines they set up, it should have been like 3 hours long, and everything that the main plot happens like 30 minutes left in the movie. So it's like all setting up to get to that point, and then it's like 30 minutes left, and it all happens in one location, even though it's like set up to be like all of New York is iced over, and it all happens in one location. It's like really,
Oh.
really weird. Storylines
Yeah.
don't get. It's really weird. It should have been super long if they were gonna do what they were trying to do, or like a mini series or something. It was a strange movie. I liked Afterlife a lot more.
Yeah, I remember Luke and I went and saw Afterlife. I liked Afterlife. And then I saw the trailer for Frozen Empire, and I was like, that looks like it might be bad, so I don't really want to see that.
Yeah, it was okay. I
Yeah.
liked parts of it, so
Okay.
I got that out of it. Yeah. Then Luke and I watched Alien Cubed.
And it was everything you hoped it could be.
No. And then we watched
Are you
Clueless
guys
right
watching
after.
all of them?
Yeah, for Romulus, which comes out
Yeah.
tomorrow, or technically tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shoot.
Books, I've actually been listening a little bit to the audiobook of The Institute, because
Oh,
I've
nice.
been driving to my physical therapy appointments that I don't have to go to anymore. I'm done.
Mm.
The knees are fixed. The knees are fixed.
Yay.
What? What's going on with your knees? You
Uh,
can tell me off camera.
No, it's fine. It was like just pain basically always, and always popping, and they're popping a lot less now that I've been going, and like no pain even after moving Tony. So
Oh, sick.
he was like, "You don't need to come anymore, but if
Awesome.
it starts hurting, you could just come whenever." And I was like, "You're awesome." It's like $8 for me to go, so
Oh, sick.
Whoa.
because I
I-
hit my deductible with my surgery.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I realized I cheered for being done with physical therapy and had no idea why you were there.
it's all good. Everything's fine now. I feel a lot better. So, but to and from, it's like long drive. So I was like, I should listen to audiobook. So I've made a little bit of progress. I'm just over like page 100 out of like 560 or something. And it's interesting. Every time I start listening or start reading, I'm like, this is interesting, but then I just am not picking up my book at all. But then like once I start reading, I'm like, this is actually good, and I'm intrigued. But I just like
Wow,
I'm out of
actually-
it. I'm just like out of it. So that's it for reading. And then TV shows, it's just Legend of Korra. I finished season 1. I would suggest people hate season 2 apparently.
Really?
Like hate it. Like it's terrible ratings, and then season 3 ratings are insane. People are like season
What?
3 is like people are is like so I saw some overall reviews and they're like this show is a fucking roller coaster because people like 1 fucking hate 2 and then think 3 is like end all be all like praise Korra season 3 it lives up to Avatar Last Airbender and then they think 4 is fine. So it's like what the fuck is going
What
on?
a mess.
So I'm very intrigued. So far, first 2 episodes, kind of slow, but kind of how a season normally starts, kind of interesting. So it's fine. But season 1 was like I told you, the first few episodes were kind of slow, and then I actually ended up liking the story that they went with. So I would suggest it so far. I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, season 2's ratings are crazy. So
I can't wait to hear if it's as bad or if you're
it's
like
not.
people are.
I'm telling you
yeah,
right now, like even these 2 episodes are like low 7s or something like that, and it's like the lower part of like what the show is, and it's not bad. It's like
Oh, okay.
it's just very different. It's in a completely different setting, which is what Avatar always did, but this one's like with the Northern Water Tribe, and that can kind of get a little bit like dull to look at because it's just snow, always.
Right.
But it's like it's very different than what like Avatar is this season, so I think that's why people don't like it. Whatever.
I saw a 9.2 and a 9.5 in the middle.
Yeah, it's called The
So
Beginning,
people
Luke. It's
didn't
like it's
and they-
Luke. It's
and-
like a prequel
yeah.
thing though. Like it's like a flashback because it's
Oh.
called The Beginning Part 1 and The Beginning Part 2. So
oh, there you go.
those are the only 2 high-rated episodes of season 2. But yeah, people love season 3, so I'm very excited. I don't know. But I would suggest watching it anyway. I think it's good. I think it's good continuation because it's like evil isn't stopped, but like Aang saved the world, but like that's not gonna save like from people also trying to do terrible shit later. So, and her trying to live up to him is kind of like what the show is trying to do. Is like she's not gonna live up to him, but she needs to do her own thing, and that's like what they're trying to display in the show is like doing something completely different, and they're trying to message that. Would not have understood as a kid, but like it's kind of just very much like Aang is like the Messiah because he saved the world and he is the Messiah, and then it's like Korra, don't try to live up to him because like do your own thing, just do what you need to do. And so I like that about it. It's not trying to do it, and it's not trying to be bigger than it. It's just trying to be its own thing. So that's it though.
Are we ready for Clueless talk?
yeah. Matt, you gotta start. It's your. How did you feel
Okay.
about it? I got.
I thought it was fine.
Mm.
There were things I liked about it, things that didn't work as well for me, but I can understand why it became like a classic. Travis is so good.
Yes.
I
yes.
loved Travis. When you said Travis is my boy, I was like,
Yes.
that's how I feel.
I would
Travis
die for
had
Travis.
some of my favorite jokes in the movie.
Yep.
And also, just to see what Breckin Meyer, like right around the time he also did Freddy's Dead. playing that
yes,
role.
yes,
So
yes.
funny. I thought the movie was really well cast, for sure. How did you all feel about it,
Mark?
Mark?
I like this movie, although I know there's some stuff with it. It's like weird at some
Like
parts. Like, I mean, ages of people and like what's going on. Like, they never.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
weird.
Oh, yeah, no,
So-
it's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
It's not just weird, hey. It's
morally
wrong.
it's wrong. But what I'm saying, it's like
But
just
it's a
played as a
movie.
good thing. So it's like that's weird. So like when that was happening, Luke and I were just like silent watching
Luke,
it because
if
like
you
we're not
could
rooting
rate
for
the
it.
Royal Tenenbaums a 5, you could rate this a 5.
I know. So you know what's funny? Mark, continue.
No, go ahead.
So while watching this, because I knew they were gonna get together. I think you had said Paul Rudd's stepbrother, they get together at some point. I'd heard that. And then, but I was like, okay, so it's ex-stepbrother. They didn't grow up together. So Royal Tenenbaums is like
Royal Tenenbaums is
spiritual.
like
Yeah,
the worst.
It's spiritual incest. That's
No,
like
it is
straight
straight
not
up incest.
technical blood incest, but
It's not blood incest, but it is incest. They grew up together.
I feel like this one got to like half incest.
You know,
I feel like it was a little less than
There
that.
was a-
Like,
Because
if we had to do
it
degrees,
also-
this is like 2.5.
What from
Yeah, didn't grow up together.
what it sounds like is
Right.
like they
But also-
only lived together for like a couple of years. Like it doesn't sound like it was a long
Yeah.
marriage at all, and like they barely knew each
Right.
other at the time. It sounded like
Okay.
He is also
Any
like
incest
19,
is bad incest.
disclaimer.
I was gonna
Is
say,
incest.
Well, I was trying to
Like a 2.5.
mathematically separate.
if we're having the conversation about it, it's not good, probably.
It's not good, but it's not as bad as
But it's
others.
not as good. This is
Quarter
one
cess.
thing.
It's a quarter cess.
It's a quarter cent.
It's a quarter cess.
So like there's that stuff. I forgot that was in this movie.
How'd you?
I knew
Just
I knew
watched
Paul
it and
Rudd.
I forgot.
I knew Paul Rudd was in it. I knew he was the stepbrother. Forgot they got together, actually.
Honestly, I spaced out.
Yeah, but
during
like
their
I think
scenes.
there's a lot of really funny parts, like
Yeah.
parts that are just like randomly funny. And what I think I like about it the most actually is actually the structure of it, because it's kind of a mess intentionally of just kind of like, this is a part of her life, and then it's like Ty is in it for a while, and then she's just not, and then she comes back at the end. It's like
Yeah.
that's kind of how it is. Like
Yeah.
the fact that there's not too much structure, and it's kind of like, this is a new thing happening now, and it's like 4 different times is like a new storyline is happening. I kind of like that about it. Makes it feel like in that world of like just going through that year with her. I think she's really funny. Brittany Murphy's really funny as Ty. Travis is
Ty's
very
great.
funny. Like
Yeah.
everyone,
Everyone's great.
Was-
Dion, amazing.
yes, like everyone was funny. So like I really like this movie, but I also understand there's stuff that's, as Kelly said, morally wrong.
What? It's a.
Doesn't mean you can't enjoy the movie though.
Right, and then like those parts happen, I'm like, but then the other parts happen, I'm like, this is a good movie, guys.
Whatever. It's a movie.
Luke, how'd you feel?
I liked it. I didn't know that it was like, yes, I kind of had a clue, but that every character is over the top. Yeah, pretty much, and those are like our favorites. And so this especially was like, okay, so I feel like, so this definitely inspired Legally Blonde, yes, but
Yeah.
Bottoms is like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Absolutely.
the like not morally reprehensible. This is the more reprehensible one, but Bottoms is like the more deranged
Yeah.
one.
Well, I would say this is the non-evil Jawbreaker.
Okay,
Because
yes,
it
I
has
also
the
thought of
makeover
Jawbreaker
and then her
immediately, yes.
being more popular. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes,
the
yes.
non-evil Jawbreaker.
It's also funny because Mark was like, at one point they're like, "Oh, they're gonna kill her," and I immediately thought of Jawbreaker because that happens in it. They kill.
Oh,
somebody.
it was when they were taking the dye out of Ty's
Yeah.
hair, and I was like,
They're
it's
gonna
blood.
kill her.
Like they're just like killing her.
I would say
Which is funny.
Jawbreaker is Clueless and Heather's put together.
Oh, and
wow.
Heather. Yes.
Interesting.
You know what I was thinking was that I feel like Clueless planted some of the seeds that became Mean Girls too.
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
absolutely.
It's the
It's like
same
a
thing.
lot
When
of
they're talking
that.
about the
Yeah.
like groups, the cliques,
Yeah,
and
I was
everything,
like, this is
it very much.
yeah.
This movie inspired like
a
every
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
teen movie to come after it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I really liked it. It was really good. I thought.
Kelly.
I loved this movie.
Shocking.
And I was in it from the beginning, but the part that really, really won me over was when she gets mugged at gunpoint randomly for no reason.
You know, I read
Casually, too.
I read that
Yeah.
Paul Rudd during filming got mugged
What?
with his
Oh,
script
yeah,
in
his
his
script.
backpack, and it got stolen.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
Are imitating life right there.
Actually, I think the very beginning won me over. Because, let me tell you, before the 2-minute mark, so before we're even 2 minutes in the movie, they play Kids in America by
Yeah.
Kim Wilde,
Yeah.
Fashion by David Bowie, and Just a Girl by No Doubt. Before the
many
first
songs.
2 minutes hit, they dropped all 3 songs in this
There's
movie,
so
and I
much,
was like,
so
this
much
is it.
licensed music, but it's all good.
yes,
Yeah, they
but
kind
like one after another, they
Yeah.
just kept doing it.
they followed the Suicide Squad 2016 model of just
Whoa,
play as many
I think-
licensed
But
songs
good.
as you can.
I think you
This
mean
guy
the
good.
Legally Blonde method of.
Does that happen in there?
I don't remember actually.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yes, there is. It is, because it happened during every action scene, and that's part of the reason I didn't like it. I think
Action scene in
Yeah.
Legally Blonde? You mean every montage?
Atomic Blonde. I
thought you
I
said
misspoke.
Atomic Blonde.
I
I
like
see, yes.
everything in Legally Blonde.
I think
Every-
also
Everything in Legally Blonde.
I was also won over. I just keep getting won over when it zoomed in on Paul Rudd on a pool chair in a
Yes.
turtleneck
Yes.
That was
with
funny.
sunglasses and a what's this called?
Goatee.
Goatee.
Goatee, reading Nietzsche, looking like the most insufferable person on the planet, and I was like,
Course.
yes,
And then the
this
next
is it.
scene, he doesn't have the goatee.
Yeah, the next time we see him, it's gone.
he,
That's
he
good.
has it in the car.
This
Oh
is-
yeah, but for the rest of the movie, it was just like a phase. Yeah.
Luke
No,
got
he
so
looks-
excited when he was reading Nietzsche.
The wor- and I knew, Luke, I thought of you. I was like,
Yeah.
if Luke and
Well,
I were
first-
watching this movie together, we would have screamed.
First, it was Paul Dano in Little Miss Sunshine.
I know, it's so
for our
funny.
podcast. Now it's this.
So annoying.
Also, Christian was reading William S. Burroughs.
Yes.
Yes,
And
he
I
was.
was
I
like,
laughed out
Hell, you
loud when it cut to him reading Junkie by William S. Burroughs to also imply that he was gay. I was like,
Yeah.
they get it. They get it.
I liked Christian a lot.
It was okay. It was.
Every
I-
line of his was insane.
I did not remember Christian, and when he first showed up, he was like, I did not remember him whatsoever. I was like, immediately, I was like, I don't like this guy out loud, right? And then instantly, basically, like what the next scene, Luke, I was like,
Yeah.
I've 180'd on this guy. I love this guy.
when he
Go ahead, Luke.
Paul Rudd opened the door.
I
and
just, like,
Just walked in.
it was like mid walk when he opened the door and then like turns.
Every
Yeah.
line of dialogue and physical movement of
Mhm.
his was the most unhinged and insane way he could have done it, and I love it.
You know what he reminds me of when he first showed up in the doorway was that state sketch where there was the foreign exchange student
Yeah.
and it was Thomas
Oh my God.
Lennon. That's what that reminded me.
That's actually perfect. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Antonio, right?
Yes,
Absolutely,
I believe
it. This is off tangent, but you know what you guys should watch is Cruel Intentions.
Oh my god. Yeah, actually, Luke, you
I-
should pick that
If
for
this
next
is morally reprehensible for you,
Luke.
I tell you what.
I'll-
Cruel Intentions.
I think you should change your pick and pick Cruel Intentions for next week.
I, not kidding, like 2 weeks ago, read the description of that movie out loud
Yep.
to Katie, and I was like, what? I didn't know all
Insane.
this was in there.
On campus one time, I saw a boy with a Cruel Intentions T-shirt, and it was just like a rectangle of the poster,
Awesome.
Wonderful.
and it was beautiful.
No notes.
The fact
I-
that her name is Cher,
Yeah,
instantly
Sharon Dion.
iconic.
Sharon Dion.
Right.
Yep.
Yes. And every single outfit in this movie is a serve. It's
Mm.
incredible.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
never nobody serving
Yep.
on the screen.
The very first, like right at the very beginning, when Cher touches the screen, that's most definitely not a touch screen, but it is a touch screen in the movie. So good. It's like
Yeah.
a giant ass like Mac from
Yeah.
from the middle of the 90s. Of course, it's not a touch screen. What the fuck?
Her dad made me laugh a lot.
Yes, or
Funny.
great.
He's a good guy.
No, he is. Most of the characters in this movie are.
Yeah. There's only that one guy
good heart.
that's awful.
Yeah, fuck that Elton.
Before
Elton.
it was sad.
Elton
It's sad
sucks.
because
Elton.
before he sucked, like the way he was dancing at the party and stuff was really
He was
funny.
funny. Oh, that was funny.
It was like he was just as funny as like everybody else with just like it was so random too. Also, what was the other boyfriend's name? Dion's
Murray?
boyfriend? Yeah.
Murray.
It-
Yeah.
Yeah.
The party start like they walk in and he's immediately dancing with somebody.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Just started.
But yeah, it was like it sucked that he Elton sucked so bad.
Elton sucked,
And
but
then
he
but
did
he was
make
funny
me
at
laugh
first and yeah.
so much before.
Yes.
Because I did not know what the fucking deal with him was, and so in every
Yeah.
scene when he was like behind Shaver, it was like, where the fuck did you come from, and why?
Yeah, Luke was like, "Is that her boyfriend?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she was like
I
talking about
thought
how
so
she was single, and I was like, "Oh,
Uh,
interesting."
when Ty got
Elton.
hit in the head, with the shoe. Was it a shoe?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was-
It was a shoe.
And
That's
then
funny.
she kept on saying that was their song.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was good. That was good.
Okay.
Guys, I don't
That
think
was
I've ever related to a character more than Ty in this movie.
Okay. I and Travis love them together. I love them
Yes.
separately, and especially love them together.
Yes.
Brittany Murphy's New York accent was so good. So good. No wonder she like blew up and became a star after
Yeah.
this.
No,
Like
yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Travis, when he sees his report card and tries to jump out the window.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
immediately.
Remember
That's
that?
incredible.
It was also on the first floor, I think. I think I saw
Yep.
bushes.
It
Yeah.
looked like Oh my
He also
god.
tried to donate his bong, and both
Yeah.
of them didn't know what to do with it. But
Nope, he
it
didn't
was
try, he
at
did.
the high school.
He did.
Oh, yeah,
They took
he
it.
straight up did at the high school so
Dude.
casually.
That scene smelled to me like it was like studios being like, well, we can't like we have to have him join a 12-step program, right? Because you can't have the stoner be the love interest. Or was that just a joke about how like why would you join a 12-step program?
I think it was that because he was just a stoner and he
right.
Yeah,
joined a
I
12-step
think it was
program for it.
because he forgot how many steps there were in the program, and
Yeah,
Cher had to
that's
be
right.
like, "Is it 12 steps?" And he goes,
Yeah.
"That was a really good guess. You're really good at guessing."
What-
He's
what-
so great.
One of the best things was when he had the most tardies and gave an acceptance speech.
Yeah.
That was good, yes.
That
yes. Every time, like, Travis doesn't have a bad moment, a single moment in this movie.
Yeah, like
Even
how
when
was-
he
how
spit
was
up, I
Ty-
was like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
my heart just shattered when they were like laughing at him about the spit. I'm
I'm
like,
like, it's not easy to do. That was cool.
what do you mean? That was awesome.
It's like, what are you crazy? You don't love that? Okay.
This
Um,
I can't remember any of them because I suck at remembering anything from movies. But like, just some of the quotes in this movie are snaps. Oh, and she gave herself
yeah.
snaps. Yeah, she was saying
She
snaps
did.
for
She
me.
said snaps at one point.
Yep.
Luke, I want to know how you felt about the one quote, "I'm having a Twin Peaks experience," because that was good.
Luke didn't hear it.
Really?
Okay, so
Not
I
sure.
didn't hear it either.
read the-
I missed
yeah.
it too.
Yeah.
When was that?
I
Oh,
read the
it's in
reviews
the car
and
with
so many
Elton.
said that, and I was like,
It's
Oh.
at the end of the scene in the car with Elton. She goes, "I'm having a Twin Peaks experience," and then gets out of the car.
Oh, I
said
didn't
that in
hear
the
it.
Elton
Yeah.
scene?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it was
Okay.
incredible. It was perfect for the
That's
scene.
good.
It's
That's
amazing.
good, but also like, whoa.
Yikes.
No, it's perfect. Watch the scene. It was perfect. You had to be there. I can't believe none of you noticed it.
I thought I
I saw it
heard
in the
something
I thought
in the
it was so
background,
perfect.
and then I was like, "Look, that was the one where I was like, what did she say?" Because I thought it was, and then I didn't want to be like, "Oh, it was Twin Peaks," because I didn't actually think she said Twin Peaks.
She did.
But I did ask you what she said at one moment. It was that, I think, because it was around that scene at least.
Yeah, no, that's good. I can't believe I
Wait,
didn't hear it. I would have.
What were we doing? We had subtitles on. We must have been talking.
It must have been.
We had subtitles on.
Nice.
We had no excuse.
You know what's
Yeah.
wild about watching Look Who's Talking, like the week before I watched this, is Twink Kaplan is in both of them. She's the teacher that they
Yeah.
hook Sean
Ah.
up with. I don't remember her name. But it's very funny to be like, oh, look at you carrying your
Yeah.
cast over. That's fun.
Matt,
Um,
I assign you her character in this movie.
Thank you. I'm
What was
fine
it?
with that.
Miss Geist? Or whatever,
Yeah,
the guidance
something.
counselor?
Yes.
Anyway, for some reason she gave me you vibes.
She cares. She tries. I like her.
I gotta read a quote to you guys, and you have to imagine what Luke's face was the first time he heard this. Your man is a Christian. Your man Christian is a cake boy. Oh, what? He's a disco dancing, Oscar Wilde reading, Streisand ticket holding friend of Dorothy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Luke's
I wanna know
face was.
obsessed.
Just like scared.
I'm obsessed with like how Murray knew like all of those
Just-
references.
Yeah. He's telling on himself a little bit.
Oh man.
I want you guys to know every time I get behind the wheel of the car, it feels like the scene where Dion drives onto the freeway.
That was
That was
insane.
That was
Okay.
crazy.
Murray tells Cher that basically, I'm not her boyfriend, but that Christian's gay, and Dion is so frazzled by it that she drives onto the freeway and almost kills them all while a grandma flips them off in the back. And then Murray and Dion are suddenly in a healthy relationship after that.
That's all it takes.
I was trying to
Oh
find
my
another
God.
quote that
There's so many. The
I know it's so
script
hard.
for this
'cause-
movie is so good. I wrote a few down. The first one I wrote was, what that man needs is a good, healthy boink fest. Unfortunately, there's a major babe drought in my school. Also, I had to haul ass to the ladies. It's amazing. To her teacher. And then I'm having a Twin Peaks experience. But also, girly, as far as you're concerned, I'm the messiah of the DMV. That was crazy. I love how much sass he gave her.
Oh no.
Silence.
Yep.
Somebody else!
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm having a hard time remembering specific quotes too.
Mm.
But like when you say them, I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. But I'm having trouble coming up with ones.
Well, I don't. For me, it's like because the plot is the way it is, and the story structure is. That's why I like it, but it's also hard to recall everything that happened. Because I think Matt cut out, but
yeah,
just going
I'm back now. Don't worry.
Okay. Just the way it's shot of just going back and forth of just like not even back and forth, just like it's whatever's happening at any
On to
time.
the next
Forget-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The plot on Peacock was funny because it's like that where a movie doesn't the plot is like that where it's like she plays matchmaker, then she does this, then examines her own existence. Was the last phrase.
And she
I was
takes
like,
a
"Yep,
driving
that is
test."
correct. That is correct.
Well, this is a adaptation of Emma.
Is
the
it
Jane
really?
Austen.
I also
Yes.
saw that.
And
on
I
Peacock.
love I
That's very
love
funny.
90s teen adaptations of old ass books. They're my favorite.
There's a couple. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yep.
Romeo and
Others.
Juliet is kind of an
Well,
adaptation.
Have you guys seen
That
10,
is
10 Things I
just-
Hate About You?
Yes,
Not yet,
I like it.
but I know I'll like it.
Guys,
I've seen it. I like it.
Well,
I watched it with Matt.
interesting.
Well, how
Did
am
we really
I the
watch
only
that
one who
Interesting dynamic.
hasn't seen it?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great because Matt hasn't seen Legally
Oh,
Blonde. He's the only
I
one who hasn't seen Legally Blonde. You haven't seen 10 Things I Hate About You. What else is there? The same.
Mark, you haven't seen Jawbreaker. I guess
haven't.
Matt
Neither have
hasn't.
I. Yeah.
Anyway. Oh,
I've seen
one of
all-
my favorite. One of my Luke has seen all of them. One of my favorite quotes from this movie is, "Do you think I'm selfish? Oh, would you say I'm selfish? No, not to your face."
That's good.
Also, I think there was one time where they're like, "Oh, we have to haul ass to gym or something, or we have to book."
They
it to
said it
gym."
twice.
And
Yeah.
then and they were like walking so. Also, all of her debate monologues are.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Those are
okay.
incredible.
Those kind of went
There's-
hard. Yeah.
RSVP isn't written on the Statue of Liberty.
Oh,
She had a point.
They all went
You
so
know what?
hard. I love how big her vocabulary is in this movie.
It's
Because she's saying words I've never heard of.
she used the word capricious, and I was like, I've heard that word. I don't know what it means. That was. I hope you used it right. You probably did.
Well, Legally Blonde is so inspired by like this movie also has legal jargon and is also
Yeah.
about like the law at certain points and it's like what the fuck is happening, but it's because
Guys-
I feel like they might have ran with that idea. Like it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
very like it.
How did she pronounce Spartacus in that
So
one
wrong.
scene?
Yeah.
It was
Confused me.
insane.
I don't even remember, but like it took me a second to realize it was Spartacus because I was like, that was whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love the references in this movie because the fact that Christian brought over Spartacus to watch with Cher, he brought that and Some Like It Hot, which is so funny.
Not bad.
Was it like I can't even I'm gonna have to watch the scene again to know how
Spartacus,
she pronounced
guys,
it.
Spartacus is 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah,
Not smart.
And he was sitting like
You-
this.
yeah.
he was ready.
He was kicking his
Ooh.
little feet.
Every time he was on the screen, he stole the show. But it was also like she was like, my feet are cold, and he just like set the pillow. Was like,
And then he ran away.
yes. Once he realized what was happening, he booked it out of there. Alicia Silverstone is, I mean, did she do a? I can't name something else off the top of my head that she's done.
Vamp.
Scooby-Doo
Batman
2,
and
Monsters and Leech.
Robin.
Wow, look at
Batman
all
and
of those.
Robin.
Scooby-Doo 2, yes. And she was
Oh.
Poison Ivy.
Yes.
Batgirl.
That girl,
Yes.
Poison
She
Ivy, was
not
Uma
Poison
Thurman.
Ivy. Uma Thurman, you
Yeah.
bitch.
I'm sorry, I don't remember
I-
Batman and Robin.
I didn't. I had to look at her filmography too. It's been a while since I've seen Batman. and Robin.
But she's so good in this. She's so good.
Yes.
There were
Um,
so many 90s references, and I felt psyched when I just understood
Dude.
any of them.
Mm.
Shit,
She's,
I
Uh,
thought... Yes, go ahead.
she's in Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Oh
her
my
character's
God.
name
Whoa.
is her character's name is Martin's mother.
Mm.
Nice.
There was at one point during this movie that it almost felt like a movie that took place in the 90s.
Yes.
Like a movie that
Yes.
was made now that took
Mhm.
place in the
Because
90s, not a movie from the 90s. I was like,
They-
whoa.
They would have a 5-minute stretch where it's like, I think I understood 20% of the 90s references, and I was like, I'm good, I'm going with it.
It was like they knew it was gonna be a time capsule movie.
I can't even remember specific things, but there were times where I was like, whoa, that's pulling that like way out of nowhere. It was crazy.
Yeah. Another pronunciation was when she took the picture of Ty and she said, yeah, like one of those Botticelli chicks.
The
I was
Botticelli
like,
chicks.
What?
She
So
has the
good.
like art knowledge to like reference Botticelli, but
Botticelli.
says it Botticelli.
Kelly chicks.
Guys, when she when Ty tells her that why would she listen to her? She's just a virgin
She's
who
a
can't
virgin
drive.
who can't
Mike's
drive.
mic boom sound.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
eyebrow twitch too afterwards.
Are you kidding
with
me?
her New York accent.
Lives were
And then I
ruined.
like that. And then I like the next time we see Ty, she's like, "I've been thinking about it for a week. I'm so sorry."
So sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my head, Cher's a lesbian.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Like I want Ty and
Yeah.
Ty and Travis together, but I also want Ty and Cher together.
Yeah,
yeah.
You
yeah.
know what I
it
mean?
would work.
And that's fair for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me very sad that Brittany Murphy passed away because she was.
I know,
So
she was
funny.
so talented.
Yeah.
I know.
Sad
Either
'cause
way, but she is.
Did
was
she
such a presence.
win an Oscar or something like that? Or
I don't think. Was she? Did she?
No,
I'll
I'm
look that
thinking
up.
of something else.
But she was just really beloved.
She's just amazing.
I know that
Yeah.
I love her so
people
much.
really liked her in 8 Mile. I have not seen that movie in like a million years, but I remember her acting being good in it.
But-
Yes. She was also in Girl Interrupted.
Girl Interrupted, Uptown Girls. Oh,
Sin City.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
just love her.
Apparently, I don't remember.
Happy Feet.
Ooh, Happy Feet,
Feet,
George
the video
Miller.
game.
I love that George Miller made Happy Feet. He's a funny little guy.
So funny.
Yeah, but that just shows how versatile he is.
Range.
Yeah, you make all the Mad Maxes, and then you're like, I want to make Happy Feet, and have his wife edit that, and then edit Fury Road. Win an Oscar for. Wait, did she win an Oscar for both? She
That'd
didn't
be
say.
crazy.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Did
I like
Happy
George
Feet
Miller.
win Oscars?
I think it won
I think it
a
won
Oscar.
Best Picture. I
Yeah.
think it won best. It won the big one. I think.
No,
I think it won Best Animated.
It did.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have won Best Animated. I see. I was like, I know it didn't win Best
It won
Picture.
them all.
Well, animated.
Luke, did you just say?
Best Animated.
Well, I meant animated picture because they don't even get nominated for
Oh.
best picture.
yeah, no, it would never. Yeah.
They do now. I think.
Well,
Well, did it? Did one of them this year get? No, I might be wrong about that. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Because animated pictures aren't as up to the level of other movies that you should put best animated picture before.
Yeah, and everybody knows this. Yes.
What's the last animated movie you guys watched?
where the fuck?
I'm gonna have to
Somebody
look.
knows.
Let's see. Let's see.
What does this have to do with Clueless?
I'm just
We're just
curious.
having
They
a
brought it up. I'm
conversation.
just curious.
Zoolander's basically an animated movie.
Scooby-Doo 2 is basically
They're cartoon
animated.
characters. Oh my god, the one line, sorry, when Paul Rudd went, I can't believe whatever. I'm taking advice from someone who watches cartoons.
I was like,
what?
excuse you. Oh, I
He was
remember.
also
Yes.
he was kicked back, munching on cereal out of the box while watching news footage of a war.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up when
He
Cher was
did.
trying to show that she was interested in the news. It was like Bosnia on there, and she's
Yeah.
like, but I thought there was peace in the Middle East, which is very funny because that's not there.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Mark, the last
Oh,
animated movie I watched was Across the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
Nice.
Did I get
Mine-
nominated for? It was best animated picture. Or
Yeah, it
just
was.
best
I'm
animated?
sure.
Yeah. I watched the last one I watched was Secret Life of Pets.
The fuck?
Yep.
There's something called Xbox where I can
Um,
that.
The last time Luke and I watched one was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
I
Which is...
still haven't seen that. I'm
And Luke
sorry.
told me he doesn't remember Shrek 2, which is a fucking travesty.
What?
That's a crime.
Pick it.
It's been
Pick it for the
years.
podcast.
Well, that's one that
movie
I'm.
is so good.
If you, there was one day, Luke, that we almost watched a movie, or you weren't here or something, and I was gonna suggest watching Shrek 2. I think it was this weekend, because now I gotta watch Shrek 2 with you, because that's insane. That's insane that you
yeah.
don't remember Shrek
That's-
2.
that
One of the best
movie's
sequels of all
gold.
time.
One of
Last
just
time
the
I
best
watched it-
movies of all
Yes.
Movies
time.
of all time.
Yeah.
I think I was 7 or 8.
Luke! Oh, because when we were younger, we didn't like it as much as the first one, because we're stupid little kids. We like the third one. Don't.
What? You didn't like
Don't
the
worry about
third
it.
one?
Don't
I
worry
mean,
about
not that it's bad. I just didn't.
Well,
I
people
think-
hate the third one, actually. People
Do
really
they?
don't like the third
People
one,
hate
man.
it.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
can't
stable.
remember the third.
But
Okay.
like that one
But
guy's
that's
like
more
Luke. That one guy's
acceptable
like
than
Luke.
Not remembering the second.
That one guy's like Luke because he's skinny and white
No.
Yeah.
and a boy.
Yeah, that's why. No, but
Okay.
he's
King Arthur.
King Arthur. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
third
he's so
movie
Luke.
is a step down. Still has some really funny stuff.
It's good.
That Merlin in that trying to have them have a touching moment is genuinely really funny. He's playing music.
It's Merlin, not King Arthur, or the kids.
No,
Arthur?
no.
The
King
kid is
Arthur.
Arthur.
Yeah. They meet Merlin.
This is Shrek
Yeah.
3
Yes.
Yeah.
and not The Sword and the Stone.
Yes, also.
Mm. You know what? I don't remember
Um,
anything other than that. And then the Better Out Than In. Wait,
I-
that's the fourth one.
That's the second.
No, but
That's
then
the
it
fourth.
happens again in
Because
the
it
fourth.
repeats.
Yeah, it happens
Better
again.
out than in with the babies.
And then
Oh,
Rumpelstiltskin like makes Fiona like they never met, and Fiona was a warrior or something. You know what I'm talking about?
That one's bad.
What? I like Shrek Forever After.
I don't remember a single thing about it. I
Then
should
how can you call it
talk.
bad?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I should shut up.
Oh.
There are 2 parts of the I'm back to Clueless.
All right, bring it back.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
Mark, there are 2 parts of the party scene that I love. First is when Murray shaves his head for no reason.
I would do it.
Dion's like, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm keeping it real." That's his reasoning. And then the second is when Travis like jumps off of a cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ty's like, "That was so cool. I wish I could do stuff like that." And he goes, "Don't."
What was his
But
What was
his
his reasoning? It
His
was
reasoning was that if she did it, then guys wouldn't have a way to impress her.
yeah. There's
She would also
flawless
do it.
flawless logic there.
But it was like so genuine when he went, "Don't."
Yeah.
Like serious.
That the shaving the head is something I would do if I like. Half the time I'm like, I either want to grow my hair out long or shave it all off. Like that's always how I feel. So if I was messed up enough, I 100% probably could do it. It would be me.
Keeping it real.
I'd be keeping it
Just keeping it
extremely
real.
I just absolutely love Travis so much. I know we've already said
So
it, but like
good.
every time he comes on screen, I'm like, I love this guy. And Ty had it right from the beginning, and of course they
Yeah.
were gonna end up together because that's like how it's
Yes,
set up.
they're
But you
perfect.
like, it's like perfectly set up that like you know they're gonna get together, but it's gonna feel so good because Travis is set up and just portrayed as the best.
Speaking of setting things up, I knew that was Josh? Is Josh?
Josh.
Josh and Cher were gonna get to. As
Yeah.
soon as they were sitting on the couch, and it was very obvious. She goes, "You're not my brother," and I was like, "Oh God, no!"
Yeah,
It's like,
I know
oh,
where this is going.
what movie is this?
I was like, "Ah."
Ooh,
Did
something.
anybody see Luke Wilson? In the
Stop it!
background?
Stop!
What?
You,
What
the
stop
hell?
it! It was
What?
not Luke Wilson. You, he was
What?
trying to
I
convince
thought
me
I
that he
saw
saw
it.
Luke Wilson in the background.
Of what?
At the
When?
Wait a minute.
beginning, they were
No.
walking in the school, and there was a man in the back, and I was like,
No.
"Oh, that's Luke Wilson."
He goes, "Oh, is that?" And I go,
Is
"Who?"
it?
And he's like, "I thought I saw Luke Wilson." And I'm looking. Nobody looks anywhere
not
anything like Luke
movie at
Wilson.
all.
It was worse than that. I got genuinely excited. I went, "No way! I forgot! I didn't know you was in this!" And it
You
was
forgot?
You did say that.
Wait,
You're right.
wasn't Bottle Rocket his big break, and that was the year after this?
I've
Yeah.
said it for years. Bottle Rocket was the year you were
The
born.
90s
Matthew?
was the 90s.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's the ramifications
Ooh,
of that have not been
actually,
explored.
hold on. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Hold on. Okay, continue.
Hold on, continue.
I like that they, with Travis, they kind of dismiss that he's just a skateboarder, stoner guy, but then it's like, no, he's genuinely good at skateboarding, and like they
Yeah.
notice that at the end, of, like
Talented.
he's actually talented at it, which I like that they did not need to go that far with, and like I didn't expect them to, but they're just like, no, he's like legitimately good and a good person, like he's donating his bongs.
I don't think Travis has parents. He
No.
said that
No.
he kept his bong in the kitchen as well.
Yeah,
Or he has some really cool parents.
true.
I looked up the song they played during that scene because I was like, I like this, and it sounds like it might be the Beastie Boys. That song is called Mullet Head, and the lyrics are so funny. It's literally just about, you can cut the sides, but don't touch the back. It's so
Oh, interesting. Mullet head.
I was like, this is perfect.
I'll put that on my list to listen to. In between
Like
all
you
my
listen
Chapel
to
Roan.
music?
Hey, I have to listen to Chapel Roan. Are you
have to
kidding?
legally.
You listen
Oh,
to
he's
Chapel
must be
Roan
true.
in musical theater.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Why are you,
Just
why are
kidding.
Why'd you say it like an
defending
attack?
your own life?
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
It
let's
just-
okay.
No,
Let,
no, no.
okay,
derogatory.
I downloaded.
I love
I
Chapel
downloaded.
Roan.
I
I got
this
you
weekend. I
musical.
downloaded a
It's
song.
fine.
I downloaded a song
What
this
song?
weekend.
What song?
let me find one.
I
real quick.
like that one a lot.
It's Defying Gravity, but from the Glee
Oh
for
my
season
God.
one.
That's the worst thing ever.
Also, it's
that
still
you
like
could have
musical
said.
theater, but
It's still-
like,
it's still-
Worse because it's Glee.
No, because I have that thing with musicals that in my head I can imagine the scene, and that was the one where Kurt intentionally broke his voice at the end
That was
to give her
crazy.
the
Yeah.
role, and he
Oh.
shouldn't have done it. But it was like Kurt, my heart. So then
He's
it's like
so
that's
sweet.
what pops in my head. So it's like that's what I connect to, and it was like a good Kurt moment, and his voice is so good in it. So that's why I listened to that one.
Okay.
So
okay.
now to over-explain
is-
why my music taste, but it was
But
pretty
it's
funny
hilarious
that
you were like, I downloaded a new song. and
Can you
it's
see?
bad.
Can you?
There's-
Oh, it's too bright.
I can. Oh,
I-
it's Olivia Rodrigo
Oh,
as well.
well,
Sorry,
yeah,
I forgot.
and
That's
the-
your
there's-
third personality.
I
there's
can't
the-
see it, but it's well. Oh, there's Espresso. Guys, Tony and I
Oh,
were
it-
trying to sing Espresso to Luke. He was very confused.
It's
Ah.
awesome. Wait,
Sabrina
Luke, you
Carpenter,
what?
yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Ookie, what?
confused.
Well, because I started with me
Because
just
I-
being like, Luke's working late because he's a singer, and Luke's like, what? No idea what we're singing, but
Yeah,
we
why
were
do you
trying to
think
we're
Luke
trying to
knows
make him
what
guess
that
the
is?
Nick's lyrics. Spot on. Got it. Spot on.
Got it?
I
No
got
idea
it
what he was
actually
saying.
spot on.
It's funny when, because I'm way out of it too, but as soon as I start talking about something, Luke has no idea what I'm talking about, but I feel way out of everything. Like, that song, when I started listening to it, was out for like months. And, like, I'm bringing it up, and Luke has no idea.
I
I
usually
guess so. I knew she came out with an album. I knew that.
She hasn't yet.
So, she
It's-
came out with a song.
Yes, it's two
I
singles
knew-
that are going to be in the album, but that's, like, in a couple weeks.
I usually have to get like they have to write like a news article about a song, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And then we go listen to it together to make sure we're in the loop.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My mind is very not on Clueless.
I can.
I
see
feel
that.
very clueless at the moment because I keep trying to remember specific things, and I keep.
It's a good
getting
movie.
distracted.
That's all you gotta say.
I
It's a
think-
good movie.
I think the girl that Josh was with wearing the beret and quoting Hamlet wrong, that was hilarious.
I really
That
like
was-
that.
I think I remember Hamlet. Fucking
Mm.
stupid.
And then Cher made a revelation to me. Is that Mel Gibson played Hamlet in the 90s?
I guess.
What?
I looked it up because she's
She
like,
does.
you know Hamlet? She's
No,
like, I'll
I
watch
heard
anything with Mel
that.
Gibson.
I don't. My brain. I don't even want to explain what.
Mel
just-
Gibson did
I got it. No.
Hamlet in 1990, and that was news to me.
Yeah, in my head, she was making a different reference that for a movie that didn't happen yet. Now that I realize it, so.
Maybe Cher would know the future. I believe it.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
If
it was
anyone
the
could
same
do
year.
it.
I thought it was like a. She was accidentally quoting Braveheart, but Braveheart was the same year.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
That's like the Mel Gibson thing
Who
that like when
are
people
you?
talk about like Mel Gibson
Yeah, yeah.
like being like that.
You think of
I think
Braveheart
Braveheart.
right there.
So like I
Yeah.
haven't even seen it. I
Even
just
though
know-
I haven't seen
that movie's 3 hours long, guys. The
So
fuck?
long.
Wait, is that
Historically inaccurate.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought that was also directed by Ridley Scott, but it's directed by Mel Gibson. So
Oh,
You're
good.
like-
then I'll never watch
Gladiator.
it.
That's the same movie to me.
It is the same movie. It's Russell Crowe in that movie.
It's Russell Crowe.
I hate guys.
And then
I like Russell Crowe because I hate
Whoa.
Russell Crowe. Hear me
Whoa,
out.
what
Hear me
about the
out.
tugboat?
Listen, that's hilarious. Him being that's the funniest thing of all time. I forgot about that until you just said it. Immediately, I was like, oh, I've never seen anything funnier in my life. Is Russell Crowe being the tugboat?
He's not. He
If you know,
isn't
you
the
know,
tugboat.
man.
His sidekick is the tugboat.
Oh, his sidekick. It's the funniest. Matt, if you know, you know. That's all you gotta say.
And I don't.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Okay.
You guys are coming up in like a month at this point. So
I
Kelly, are you
know,
gonna
it's
have that day
crazy.
off?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
We're good.
But
You start
something.
school soon.
The reason
Bye.
I like Russell Crowe is that I don't like Russell Crowe because his accents are always terrible. But that's kind of funny. So it's like, but I like don't like watching it because when I watched the Robin Hood movie, I was like, this is terrible, and his acting is awful.
Ooh,
but like
that one's not good.
the fact that he wasn't trying and he changed accents halfway through, kind of respect it.
I definitely respect it. Just give up.
He's also just
quit.
Just give
You know,
Yeah.
at least he's a better actor than Mark Wahlberg. Am I right, Luke?
Yeah.
Oh, they talk about him in this movie.
They
don't
do, the
They
Marky
keep talking
Mark.
about
The
Marky
Marky
Mark.
That was good stuff.
Oh yeah, it was fucking Josh. Was
You
like,
know
well,
what's-
what if I?
But they were
wanna
talking
be
about how
Marky Mark?
like progressive he is. Weren't they
With
talking about
trees.
like? Oh, it was just okay.
Something about the environment.
Okay.
What's wild is to see the time capsule of talking about Marky Mark pre like fear.
As Marky Mark.
Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even
like it was
actor
like
yet.
yeah.
They just kept saying Marky Mark.
That's crazy.
They also, I love
Fear
this.
his first thing. This thing.
That was his like big breakout movie role, I believe. Yes, that thing.
Back when he
Um,
tried, you know.
He whispers through that whole movie. It's crazy.
I prefer
You-
a whisper
you
and
watch
him
it?
actually trying to act than what he does now.
It's so creepy.
I
He
hate
just
Mark
talks like
Wahlberg.
this the whole
I
movie.
hate him. Oh, I've been bringing him up a lot. Oh man, he just.
Oh my god.
You have.
he's
You need to
stuck
stop.
Here. Oh, Luke's heard it more than anybody, but it's because of Twister.
Mark,
He's
Let
in
me tell ya.
Twister?
No,
after rewatching
don't worry
Ted,
about it.
Mark Wahlberg has the least amount of drip of any movie star I've ever seen. He's
I did
always
not
wearing-
expect you to say that. That's good.
Our first clothes.
Yeah,
Not
he's
his
always got like
personality.
New
Yeah.
Balances and jeans that are too big. Like,
Yeah.
it's always
Yep, and bad
Never
acting
changes.
skills. So
a watch that you're supposed to use to like swim with. He's wearing it, and
That's
it's, like,
kinda funny.
Waterproof for some reason.
that's kind of funny. Sorry,
Like, why
Kelly.
are you wearing an
I need.
athletic
I'll
watch?
shut up.
Anyway.
I'll shut up so we can talk about Clueless. My brain
No,
is
it's
elsewhere.
okay. It doesn't sound like you guys have anything else to say.
I feel like it's one of those movies where it's just good, and I can't remember the quotable lines, and so like I'm not quoting it. I
That's
just liked it.
crazy. Because I feel like this is one of the most quotable.
It is
movies.
because every time they say
Just
something, it just like sits
everything's
there.
a
like,
quote. Yeah.
Everything was good.
I think it's a very
There's
dense
so
movie.
many that
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I love the scene after the Elton thing happens of the three girls in the locker room and they're all hugging each other and their faces are like this close together. They're also talking about Christian Slater during that
Yes,
scene.
yes.
Oh,
It's
that was
awesome.
crazy.
That's good.
Luke made a
Talk
good
about
point.
him
What
more,
was
not-
the new Christian
Mark
Slater
Wahlberg.
that they're talking about?
What was it? If this
What
came out
was
in
it?
90,
True Man?
holy shit, was it Interview with the Vampire? Which came out in 94.
Oh,
would be
Holy
insane.
shit.
Kind of hope so.
Wow. Yeah, you go to
I thought
Interview
it
with
was
the Vampire
later.
to watch Christian's
My
later.
brain, I thought
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what
you-
you that's what you go for. His 4 scenes or whatever.
he's good in it. He's
That's,
good.
he's
in
great
it.
in it. He's great in it, and the movie ends with him
Why-
getting fucked
Uh,
up.
Okay,
Didn't
there.
never
a
mind.
good
I should probably
chance.
talk about that
It's a
off
little-
here.
What?
Nothing.
Okay,
Is it?
it's
yeah.
probably Interview with the Vampire because the only other
Holy
two are
shit, guys! It
In
all comes
19
back to it.
in '95. He did one called Murder in the First, which I mean, her dad's a lawyer, but I can't see them wanting to go see that movie, or the movie Jimmy Hollywood. So probably not that in '94.
And if this movie came out in '95, then
was-
it was movie in '94.
It's
My
probably Interview with the
God.
Vampire.
Holy shit! The 3 of them going to see that movie together.
Crazy.
Wow, that's awesome. I need to see what that looked like. Oh, also a part of the movie. Sorry, got distracted. A part of the movie I love is just the random close-up of the guy sagging jeans and his boxers, and her explaining about
Yeah.
teenage boy style nowadays. Now she doesn't
just don't
understand it, and they
care.
just all looked the same.
It feels really
Anyway.
weird watching that because it's like, to me, that's always been a past thing, but it was extremely relevant then. Of
was,
like,
like, very
that's what they
new,
were
yeah.
doing. Like, and they
Um,
were just calling it out as bullshit, which is funny.
It's Amy Heckerling, right?
Yeah.
No, she gets pop culture. She
She's got her
got
finger on
pop
the
culture.
pulse,
She
yeah.
knew what was up.
I heard
It-
that some of the crew members sat in a classroom to get the vibes of how the students were
That
acting,
makes sense. Yeah.
and that
What's,
so
what's interesting is that since Amy Heckerling also did Fast Times, like that
Oh,
was
yeah.
very indicative of like '80s teenage style, and then she did the '90s one. It's like she was really good at
She just
capturing
gets it,
the
yeah.
time. Yeah. And
I-
then those movies became popular, and so now like that's kids' view. Like people like us who were born way after. That's what I think the '90s is like. It's like, yeah, Clueless is probably what I would imagine.
You were
Born the same year.
yeah.
No, I was
You were
born the year after.
year after.
Okay. But 95 was
Mark
your
was
best
like
year.
born in the 90s.
So,
95 was
Right.
my best year.
so
I peaked in
what-
95.
yeah, when Clueless came out, you peaked.
I peaked when Clueless.
Wow.
What? Yes,
What month did it come out?
that's a good question. Would I have been gestating? Is that the right word? That's probably not the right word.
Chest? What?
yeah, it's good.
There it is.
Did you guys
Luke's
know
done- Luke's done
that
talking
there
about
was a Clueless TV series from 1996 to 99?
Yes, I did. Of course, I did.
Who is the main person?
Her name is Rachel Blanchard. She looks familiar.
Is she playing Cher?
Cher. Yes.
Okay, so it's a
Yes.
weird science situation.
Oh my God, it's Nancy from Peep Show.
Holy fuck.
That's
Wow.
Oh
crazy.
my
No
God,
wonder I
that's
recognized
awesome.
her. That's crazy. That's
Wow.
and
That's awesome.
Stacey Dash is Dion still in
Wow.
that one. That's wild.
That's
Di-
crazy.
Donald Faison is still Murray. Like a couple of the people came back.
Do we need to watch this?
Yes, because it has a 5.8 out of 10. It's got 62 episodes. This thing ran
What?
for
That's
a
the
good
perfect
clip.
rating.
What?
That's
62 episodes.
3 seasons, 62 episodes.
Do you remember? Never mind. Off air.
Okay, off air. I'm still looking up when the movie came out. July
what'd you say?
'95. I was not gestating.
Sad.
Oh my God.
Sad.
Guys,
You wouldn't
she.
be here.
I have confirmation. She pronounced it Sporadicus, which is
Sporadicus.
awesome.
That's crazy.
Radicus.
That's insane.
That's
So, you
so
know, that's
funny
the thing.
that you brought that over.
Cher talks so fast that by the time I was like, what? We were like on to the scene already. So I was like, was that? Oh, it's Spartacus. Okay.
Sporadicus. I love this movie. It's so good. Highly
It's good.
recommend. Just a good time.
I do have the tier list up, but I don't know if
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
ready for it yet.
I'm ready for it. My
Luke,
man.
any more thoughts? Oh,
Okay,
my
they're
God.
just blank. Just
bored.
let me share my screen.
Mark, any more thoughts?
The father character, the
Yeah.
actor
Yes.
said this was his most fun filming.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
great.
Or
Oh,
one of his
I do
most-
have another thought actually.
Luke's
yes.
thoughts are just trivia.
I was thinking of like this movie being really good, like we were talking about with like showing the kids of the era.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how movies are really bad at that sometimes, but then it made me think of Bottoms, which is like really
that's
good.
what I thought of too,
but
where
also
that's
like,
perfect for today's.
and it's
Yeah.
like, then I was like, I don't really know what the kids actually talk like today. I'm assuming they talk like that because of TikTok
Right.
and like what I see, but it's like I don't see everything. I'm like, oh wait, maybe I'm. And then my brain started doing that thing of like, what if I'm actually out of it? And this is what I think they talk like because these are
Well,
movies
Mark-
teaching us, but really that's not at all what Gen Z talks like. And
Mark, even though you are Gen Z, you're the most millennial person I've ever met.
yeah, I'm a
Who is
cusp.
Mark's the most millennial out of all of us?
Am I a cusp?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Including
Matt's
Matt,
a
who might
cusp.
be a millennial.
Matt's a cusp.
technically the
I'm a
cusp,
Gen
yeah.
Zer, like just straight
Yeah.
up.
You're technically, a Gen Zer. But
When does
you
Gen
act
Z
like a
start?
millennial.
96, 97.
7? Yeah.
97, yeah, I believe.
So I'm like, wait, but when does it end?
Like 2011.
Yeah.
okay, so I'm still like the beginning of the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm always gonna be
Sometimes-
Gen Z.
Beginning.
You don't graduate
Luke
to
and I are like
millennial.
right in the middle.
Yeah.
It's not like
What?
tiers where you graduate to it. Like you graduate
Dude,
to millennial.
it's bullshit anyway.
I'm
It
just
is.
trying to figure out how it works. Because like when I was younger, I thought like millennial was like a certain age group, and then you graduated to it. Like not graduate,
And then
but like you
get to
turned
be a
into
boomer
it.
when
Awesome.
you're old.
Yeah,
That
because you're
is
only
awesome.
because you're only a boomer when you're old. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm
But
actually
like,
the silent generation.
but now it's because it was the baby boomers. So I'm like, oh wait, no, it was only that generation's boomers. I was like, we're gonna become boomers, but it's like technically we're not. We're never gonna be baby boomers,
Technically not.
which is crazy. Like I thought boomers was just meant old people, which it does, but like it actually has a meaning.
Yeah.
So
How long ago was this your thought process?
too embarrassing to say. Too embarrassing
You're
to.
getting lower and lower in your seat.
Too embarrassing, guys.
I would say even though Bottoms takes place in like not a real world, I would say it will be used as pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like for horror movies, Scream is the 90s, Bodies is like
Is the
modern day.
2020.
I would
That's
say
a
it's
good
pretty
movie.
accurate to me,
Guys-
as in like it's a great movie. Not that it's like that's how everybody talks, but it does capture such specific things.
Yes,
you
Rachel
know?
like,
Sennett
of the
is
times.
just
In
good at
both,
that.
yeah. No, she's perfect. Oh my god, guys, wait. I'm actually this is kind of out of character for me. I'm so excited for Saturday night.
Is she in that?
Yes,
Oh,
she
I
plays
didn't
Rosie
know.
Schuster.
Oh. I was like,
I'm
what, to
actually
hang out
re-
with
no,
Luke?
no.
That's cool.
No,
It's a movie.
It's a movie
I know it
about-
now. I saw the trailer.
Yeah, and it's out of character for me because I'm not even like that big of a Saturday Night
Yeah.
Live fan. But the trailer made me
The fact
have
that
a panic
it's
attack.
only supposed to be like the lead up to the first night, it interests me more than just like a biopic. But we already. Oh no, the biopic
What
was
is
Financial Lampoon of Future.
Of-
That was good because it had Will Forte.
So,
Will Forte.
Luke.
So good.
It also is directed by David Wayne. That one is.
Oh.
Yes.
that makes sense then.
Have you seen it,
I
Kelly?
hope you liked it.
what?
A futile and stupid
A
gesture.
stupid gesture?
It's one
No,
of
Luke
our-
and Luke and I haven't
Okay,
yet.
so
It
it's
will
part of the
mourn
Wayne.
more-
I know we will. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Wayne of
Yes, Luke. The cast is insane in Saturday Night. I'm so
Whoa, that's
excited
the
for
guy
it for
that
some
plays
reason.
The Riddler in Gotham.
Oh.
Been Wolfhard.
Yes, and he's playing Chevy Chase.
No,
that's crazy.
really.
Wow, yeah.
No, not Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
Okay.
You
Guys-
should see
guys,
who plays
in-
Chevy Chase in a
Nick-
stupid gesture.
Nicholas.
Ooh,
Maybe I
okay.
shouldn't say this.
Wait.
Or maybe
Yes,
Matt.
I know.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say who it is,
Yeah.
but like, am I
Yeah.
right in that movie? They just kept saying people, and they like were certain people, and they didn't look anything like them, or is that a different
That's
movie?
awesome.
I think that was also kind of like that, but it's just the
Okay.
person playing him did not
I think-
look like him really.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I'm thinking of something else, but I thought they just kept saying like it was random actors, and they just kept saying it was like
You know what?
this person, but it didn't
I'm
look
not gonna
anything
look.
like them.
Don't
The
look.
guy-
I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
surprised.
The guy that directed Jason Reitman
Mhm.
Yes.
is
Oh.
Ivan Reitman's son.
Yeah.
And he did Juno
Yes.
up
Yeah.
in
Well-
the air. But he also did Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah,
because that was like
And he
That's
wrote
his dad.
on
Dad,
Frozen
yeah.
Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna mention
Anyway.
Frozen Empire because you guys said Finn Wolfhard, and in it he said
Yeah.
that he was 18, and I was like, guys, that's fucking
Oh,
weird because Stranger Things
crazy.
isn't done yet, and they only have 4 seasons, and he's 18.
Aren't they older than that
Why?
now? Like,
Yes.
aren't they like 20?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, 3 of them are as old as me. 3 of them were born in 2002.
That's crazy.
Guys.
I
They
mean,
could
all
be-
of them are older than me.
They will be drunk on the set of Stranger Things season 6.
Guys,
I want.
how are they
I,
not
I want that for
done?
them. I think they need to be.
If it's Friends and it takes 10 seasons, that's fine. But the fact that they're on they've only finished 4 seasons, is
And
insane.
they are full-fledged adults. That's so crazy.
But it's
They
like,
can do
good
whatever
for
they
them.
want.
They
The
have their
creators-
own careers.
Yes,
their own
and
stuff.
even
Yeah.
like even the Duffer Brothers, I'm not even hating on them, but it's like
Yeah.
I just miss when the show was like 1 season and then season 2 came out right after, and then it was like
Well,
2 or 3 years, and then it was like, I know everything, whatever, but it's just like I miss it when it was just like back to back of like, oh, I can't wait until next year for Stranger Things 2, and then it just changed, and then the world
It's-
changed.
In my brain, Stranger Things is like over, and then I'll see.
I thought so. Too.
Yeah, I'll see like the last season
It's
or whatever. I'm
insane.
like, oh my god, are we not done?
It's
I
insane.
forgot. Yeah.
I can't. I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna like it.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it too.
But like, I'm not gonna like it as much as Cobra Kai. That's just a given.
Wait, Think about
That's
how
your,
much.
that's your like.
Would
That's
you
your
like Cobra?
gauge.
Would you like Cobra Kai season 6 as much if we didn't watch it together? That is a good
No,
question.
Luke, nothing happened. Nothing has happened.
But watching it with you, it was one of the best experiences
Yes,
of the entire
absolutely, absolutely. I can't believe Matt didn't like it.
show. Mark, I don't know if
We
I
were
told you this.
struggling,
I think I told Kelly our favorite episode, episode 2, lowest rated episode of the
Yeah.
show.
Is it now?
That's so
He
bad.
said that would be. I would like that episode.
How was that worse than the
Watch
water
it,
park?
watch
It
it.
was hilarious.
It was
30 minutes of hilarity
Hilarity
ensuing.
just ensued everywhere.
Wait, was that also the episode of him stealing the phone, or was that the next
So
episode?
that's
That was
episode
3.
3.
Oh,
Also
okay.
low rated. I mean,
What?
what's the big idea?
Of course, we like the 2 episodes that have like the least amount to do with anything.
You know what? When they gave a child a diarrhea plot line, I was like, what are we doing?
I don't recall actually. Oh, yes, I do.
You mean Miguel?
No.
No,
In
in
the
the
new
woods.
season.
Oh,
There's a whole-
4. That's past.
That's
the
past.
break.
That's past the
2
peak.
and
Luke
3.
and I only like episodes 2 and 3.
Oh my god.
I like them all, but Luke and I watch it together. So what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Sorry,
All right.
okay.
Are we...
I could go on a whole thing about Cobra Kai, but I won't.
Oh wait, no.
We all have our shows. Kelly's
We
is
all have our
Interview,
thing.
Mark's is
Interview,
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
I. Guys, Interview is the new
Matt's is-
Succession. I think.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh lord.
Just wait.
Yeah,
Or-
Matt.
Right now it's Flight
Well,
of
right-
Conchords.
yeah,
He's
right
all
now.
About it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to talk to you about it, but I'm gonna keep my
Yeah.
lips shut.
Luke, what's yours?
Right now,
Attack on Titan.
I
Well,
haven't
no, we
even...
can't.
Luke, but he talks to me about it. But
Okay.
Doctor Who, because you randomly no, it was Lost. But what's now?
Well,
I've
you're on the
stopped
last season of
watching
Peep
TV.
Show, so.
Yeah, I've
But-
stopped
but
watching
you-
TV myself these last few weeks. So I don't know.
Again, Luke,
I
you
understand.
started Attack on Titan and then you just stop again.
I
It's
know,
like you playing
I
video
know.
games.
I know.
It's fine. Do whatever you want.
Do what you want. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking
He-
matter.
The reason I'm mad is because he talks about how much he likes it. It's like, it's not that I'm trying to force him to do it. I did not tell him to pick it up. He brought up to me, oh, I started watching. It's so good. I really like season 2. And then I never hear about it again, which is
It's
fine.
because I'm in a reading.
But I'm like, the
mood.
fuck?
in a
Yeah.
reading
I'm gonna be
mood
mad
right
because
now.
I like it and I want to talk to you about it.
Luke,
I'm
is
also
that
on
a
season 3, which is
Luke? Is that a Tana French shirt?
it is
I like it.
books, 6 books.
Nice. I'm proud of myself for knowing that those were the Tana French books and having
Yes.
Mark, did you get that for him?
Yeah, Trini and I got it for him.
That's
This is
awesome.
how it
Luke,
goes.
calm
Since
down.
there's- Well, since there's 6, I assigned it to each of the family members,
Oh.
including mom and dad. I'm
Okay.
in the woods. Kelly's the likeness. Mark, your faithful place. Matt, your broken harbor. Mom is the secret place. Dad is the trespasser.
I don't know anything about these, but I like the title Broken Harbor. It sounds.
Oh yeah,
ominous.
that's you, Matt. That
Oh, I
titles
love
you.
it. Hell yeah.
Although
With the
I
U.
think-
Who would you
Harbor with
give?
the U. Yeah.
Who would you give the hunter?
The Searcher and the Hunter are the most dad books for sure.
That's cool.
The witch elm is me.
Nice.
So, but it's cool because the searcher and the hunter are very, very dad.
Ah.
Like all the 3 main characters remind me of dad. All of them.
There's just 3 of dad.
3 dads. 3 dads interacting. How? That's an intriguing plot for a story.
One of
If
them.
you ran into a clone, what would you do?
Oh God, it would be a disaster if I did.
It would be a mess.
You
Yeah.
I
kill
wouldn't
him?
know what to do.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have to.
You have.
You have.
to.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
get.
Before he kills me. 'Cause he's
You're
also
just
thinking
assuming
about it.
that he's
He's
trying to
thinking
kill
Of
of
you?
course he is,
Well,
because
'cause
if
I'm
I'm
thinking
thinking
about
it, he's
killing
thinking
him.
it, so I got to do it first.
So is
We're on
that?
the
But
same
is the
page.
clone
Yeah.
mentally as similar as you, or is the
Or is
clone
it
have
just-
its own
Did it
personality?
grow up the same as
the
you?
thing is, it could be the same, but it could have all the bad qualities of me, or good, which intimidates me. I want to kill him anyway.
What if it's an exact
What do you
same
think
and it
you're
grew up the
better?
So
exact
you're the
same
dad
as you?
clone.
The
I
exact
think
same.
you're the bad clone.
Okay, then I
But if it's the
Listen,
exact same,
exact
when you're
same.
fighting each other, it will
Then-
do the exact same movements. This
No,
is an
no.
episode of Gravity
Listen.
Falls.
True, but it's the exact same. Then I keep him alive. We're just always on edge that both of us are gonna kill each other, but neither one of
But
us
like,
do.
would
But-
you kiss?
Well, that-
It's a given.
That wouldn't even be incest. That would be
No.
It would be self-cessed.
Self-cest? Yeah.
It would be like masturbation, right?
Exactly.
It's just very complicated.
Exactly.
It's a complicated.
This
It's fun.
happened in the
It
boys
happened to
this
me
season.
once. Did it?
It did.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah.
They did it in
Anyway.
an interesting way.
Side character that's
Yeah,
not important,
not-
doesn't come back
no.
later.
Have I met them yet?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's like a 2
It's
episode
fine.
thing. One
It's a
episode
one-off
thing.
character, yeah.
But it happens, so you have that look,
It
to
happens.
look
I haven't
forward
watched.
to.
I haven't watched The Boys at all.
It's all set up for 5.
I
But
feel
it's
like the
fine.
only reason
It's
I
a fine
finished-
season.
Yes, I've been anyway.
Homelander's scary.
I have pulled up on my phone
Yeah.
Russell Crowe fighting around the world from South Park.
Yes.
Ah.
2 of 3.
Yeah.
Don't try to play it right now.
No,
We can show
the
Matt
audio
some
will
other
not
time.
matter.
I'll watch them.
No, we're
Okay,
on. We're
no,
doing it.
You're being recorded.
Okay.
When you said Russell, Luke, I thought you were gonna talk about Russell Brand and the Eric Andre show, my favorite character.
Stop Brandon the Eric Andre show specifically.
You know,
Specifically,
Eric Andre show.
yes, I need to make that clear. Anyone who thinks I like Russell Brand, just go watch
No.
him in the Eric Andre show.
Mark, I wish I was there for when he said Russell Brand to see your face and then to see who walked out.
Kelly. So it was after we watched Civil War. It was episode 2, and I was like,
Wait, and that's
Mark, don't
also
read the
C'est
description
la
for this
vie.
one. Yeah, I was like, don't read the description for this
Good,
one.
good, you
Episode 2 up there with the top episodes of the whole show. I'm sad Trinity
Yeah.
didn't like it. It's got Russell
Aw.
Brand. It's
What are you
got-
gonna do?
It's got C'est la vie.
C'est la vie,
Now,
the cat burglar.
when he comes back in the New Year's Eve spectacular, when he's on the street, they make Russell Brand go on the street and do the interview. That was iconic. Oh my god, that's like my favorite. That's my favorite scene of anything. Is him just talking into the mic and giving the interview, but like, what's happening? I don't know, but it's Russell Brand being Russell Brand.
Good.
That being said, real Russell Brand, not my guy.
No,
not
no.
my guy, guys.
Specifically Eric Andre show, Russell Brand. Are we ready to do
Was
the tier
was
list?
Russell Brand ever funny? The answer is no.
No.
Except for in the Eric Andre show.
Eric Andre show.
All right, let me share my screen.
Tier list.
All right. Did you see this ad?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of reminds me of Phantom Menace.
Oh,
Very much
you're
so.
not joking.
Good movie.
Wait, can you guys still see this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The audience can't, but you know, what are you gonna
Alright, whatever.
Okay. Where would everyone put it?
So we do Luke. What was our order?
Luke has to
Luke?
go first. It's who's
It was
most
Luke,
susceptible.
Mark,
Matt, me.
Luke,
Yeah.
Mark, Matt, Kelly.
Yep. So Luke, where'd you put it?
I know. Okay.
Sure.
I put in mostly Ghostly A.
I would also put it in mostly Ghostly A.
I'm sorry, but it would be middle for me.
And it would be gay for me.
No,
So that's
easy.
mostly
Yeah,
OCA.
That's easy.
There we go.
Nice.
Easy peasy.
Sick.
I'm
Kelly,
happy
all
with
right,
that.
we got. Let's do Kelly's, and then
My what?
you got well, your ranking. You're like,
Your rankings.
Oh my god.
yeah, we still
Whoa.
have that.
I didn't process either.
I didn't process that. I thought you were trying to make me pick a movie, and I was like, no,
no,
that's
no.
a
Let's do it.
thing.
Oh no, I have one now.
Congratulations.
Cruel Intentions.
Oh.
Please be tagged. Please be tagged.
We have to do
No, you
tag
can
one of
tag
these
yourself.
days.
Okay. What is it? Our 2 movies are what? This is our one. We don't have a ranking. This is our one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is our one. Okay.
It
easy
goes
enough.
in
Easy.
across the board.
Yeah, it's the most unhinged, disturbing, sad, and gay so far.
It may stay that way.
It may.
It may.
Luke,
Unless
Okay.
Luke
Movie-
picks tag.
Yes,
Tag.
Oh, Tag's gonna win
just
all.
sad. Just sad.
Luke, do you want us to
Okay,
guess?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to give any hints
Any hint.
beforehand?
Anything?
We already guessed tag.
Is it tag?
We
We didn't ask.
Tag. Is it tag? Is it tag?
No, I'm trying to give good hints.
Is
Okay,
it?
well, 90s.
Ooh,
My
I'm gonna
first
ask.
one,
Ah,
9.
shit.
It's
I-
always nice.
It's not Zathura, Luke.
yeah, okay,
When
ask,
you're
ask.
trying to get me to pick Zathura, but you never pick it yourself.
And I want Kelly
Trying
to
to think
pick
of a
tag
mo-
and you to pick the third one.
So 90s, Luke.
Trying to think a movie that.
Blade.
Ooh,
Whoa.
that's good.
That's a
One
good
of these
guess.
days.
One of these days.
90s. I don't know a single 90s movie. Wow. Cut out right at that time. Uh-oh. This is a big one. I'm gonna have to stop the podcast. Everyone hold. Everyone hold.
Okay.
I think we're good. Okay.
Okay. Luke and Kelly, I wanted to tell you because it made me think of you. Do you hear about all that dumb controversy stuff with the Olympics where it was Dionysus?
Oh yes,
I
I ate
was
that
like-
shit up.
I would pay so much money to hear what Henry Winter had to say about it. Like,
Oh god.
and I just wanted to tell you that because I thought that, and I was like, I feel like they would appreciate this.
I love
Dionysus.
people getting pissy for no reason. It was
just a Dionysus controversy in the year of our Lord 2024.
Nice.
Like,
is awesome at
what a
the
treat.
Paris
Nice.
Olympics. Yes.
Yeah.
Luke,
Wait, so all
I
I
have
know
a
is
guess.
That's
90s.
crazy. I did not know
90s.
that.
is it 94? Luke? No?
No. No.
No. Is it
Okay.
98?
Saving
Is it
Private
99?
Ryan.
Ooh. Saving Private
Hmm.
Ryan. Luke would
No,
never.
no, not
Not
Saving
98?
Private Ryan. Second choice, but
Not 98?
no.
Okay.
No.
Or
Mm,
99? Damn, all of my guesses are gone then.
Contact.
Ugh, that'd be such a Luke
No,
pick.
I've wanted.
Oh, we didn't even
well,
talk
I've
about
wanted
the
to watch that one.
2001 reference in Clueless.
That was
Oh, yeah,
good.
that's good.
That was,
That was
really
crazy
good.
and out of
That was a
nowhere.
really good one.
I have a guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've wanted to watch Contact on my own, by the way, but it's not on
yeah.
anything for free right now. So
Aw.
so it's a good guess.
Face Off.
We talked about it this podcast though.
Face
That always
off.
seems to be the.
We
We
talked
talked
about
about
it
it.
this podcast?
I
Oh my God.
wasn't going to pick this, and then we talked
Fear.
about it, and I was like, oh, I
Fear?
should pick it.
Fear.
No.
We have that one on Blu-ray.
What did we talk? Do you really?
Yeah, Katie loves that movie.
Oh my god. This is the first time you've picked a
We've
movie
talked-
before the year
talked
2000.
Talked about it. We've talked about it.
Luke.
Talked about it.
On
Luke,
this podcast. Wait.
is
Luke,
Luke
I'm gonna-
frozen or is he ignoring me?
Ignoring
He's
you.
frozen.
Oh,
Both.
she's back now.
Talked about it on this podcast.
I can hear and see you guys the whole time, so I don't know
Okay.
when I'm cutting in and out. It's just when I don't respond. That's what's happening.
Okay.
Okay, good. Alien
gonna-
Resurrection.
Yeah.
So that's our next one.
Talked about it.
Okay, Luke, we need another.
Legally
Alien.
Blonde.
That's 2001.
That's not the 90s.
Is
Uh,
it 2000? Shit. Okay.
10 Things I Hate About You?
Think no. Think,
Ah.
the best movie ever made.
Mm.
Jawbreaker?
Best
Jawbreaker?
movie ever made. And think Brothers.
No, he said not 99.
Brothers. Bottle Rocket.
Bottle Rocket, Bottle Rocket. Luke,
Yes.
Luke, literally, when we said Bottle Rocket earlier, this one, I almost went, you have to pick it now. Unless I actually did say that
That's
out
when I-
loud. I thought that, but then I was like, actually, he might pick it, so I won't say that.
That's when I went. I went on continue. Was because I was looking to see if it was on anything.
Nice. Where is it?
It's on Prime.
Heck yeah. That's-
We're gonna, we're gonna have to end this because Luke's just
it's
cutting
bad.
out like crazy. So, next one, Bottle
Bottle
Rocket.
Rocket.
Auto Rocket. Luke, we can watch it with mom and dad this weekend.
Okay, I'm stopping the recording.
He's
Okay,
cutting
bye.
out. Bye.